In a Ziploc bag, you have the Neon accessory, So that's your quick guide. If you need it, it's right in there for you. We have this one. Yes, this is the monitor. And I'm going to put it on one side. This is the monitor. All right, I think you have the accessory. Yeah, that's the accessory. So that's going to be the accessory. Starting from here. Yeah, this is going to be the brain of the Neon 17. There's a battery right here that you can use. Looking at the construction of this, I will say that this is the Ninja V without the screen, okay? Instead of the screen, they replace it with this module that you can plug into the Neon. This is what is going to give you the recording enability of the Neon. Another accessory here is going to be this. It's more like a battery module, but that will give you the HDR input. Yes. And this is 12G in and out, okay? So you have this SK with 2 extra S bolts. Probably that could be for mounting. So you have it right there. You have this caddy, which is just one caddy, and it's going to be where you put your SSD. So this is going to be the power adapter. Yes, it's a very heavy brick. Trust me, this thing is heavy. This is going to weigh close to 1 pound or even more. Yeah, this should weigh more than 1 pound. And I like the fact that it's using pin that you can just, you lock. Yeah, it's using a locking pin. So that's the power adapter. And you have these 3 cables. So they provide you 3 cables. This is going to be for the US. They have one for the EU. Okay. And there's another one for the probably UK. Regardless of where you live now in the whole world, they have you covered with cable that will work, with the socket in your country use. You have zip tie and the Atomos, whatever. So the one that I'm concerned about here is going to be this one. Yeah, this is the US cable. So what else do we have here? Okay, we have this, and this is going to be the stand or the leg for the monitor, and that will be everything about it. So I'm going to be putting this caddy back because I don't need it right now. So and I'll put this to one side while we set the monitor up. So before I put the leg, I just want to show you a couple of mounting. Just look at there, those are 3/8. Like you can mount different accessory on this monitor. And with me looking at the back right here, you have your phaser mount. If you want to do that, you can use a phaser mount at the back. And also at the bottom, you have also different mounting area. At the side, you have it. So every angle you turn to on this, you're going to have somewhere to mount your accessory. You have this 2 screw right here. So this 2 is going to be for the leg, one for each side. And you have this pin right here that go in the slot if you look at the top. So if you look at this, you can mount it anywhere here. You can mount it there. The longer side go to the back, okay? While this raised part will go in like so. So that's how you mount it. That one is done. It's very easy to mount. This is it, sitting right on my table. And let's take all this out so that we can look at the face, we can look at the screen. towards the back is where you plug it. Just try and line this thing up. We can turn it on. So this is what is going to give you the recording enability. And this is where, if you're using SDI for input or output, this is where you're going to be able to do that. And that module will lock in here like so. Just go in like so. It's locked in. Now, this gives you HDMI in and out, and everything go to the back, gives you the recording enability. I'm going to turn it off. Then to the back, right here, and this is where you put the module. Like so. I think it's locked in now. Okay. Yeah, so the module is in. I can turn it on now. So that is the Atomos Neon. So it's power on now, and probably, as you can see, the fan is on. This is my microphone. Let's see if it's going to pick it up. So they have two fans built in here. Let's assume I'm using this monitor right now and I have my microphone talking. If my power is able to, if my voice is able to overpower the fan, then that is a good thing, right? Because they have two fans. One is here, one is here. They are small. I think they should have made this just a one big fan that will run at a very low speed, that will be able to cool the whole thing. But the reason why they design it this way, I'm not going to fault them for that. I don't know why. There must be a lot of thought that may have gone into this before they make the decision of putting two fans at each side of the monitor, because they know this is what's going to be using in the production. And mainly, I can also understand them, because this is not something they build for small rig people. This is built for a big set, a big production. And if that being so, the fan will not be a problem, because this is going to be probably away from where acting is taking place, right? This is going to be a monitor for the director or some crew member or some, people that are sponsoring movie or whatever they are doing. This is going to be for, for a back-end view, just to see what is going on, right? That's what this is going to be for. So it's not going to be for something you put close to your microphone. No. It's for monitoring, coloring. In most cases, most people are going to be using it to color. And when they send signal to this, most time the signal may be wireless. And that's one thing. If it's going to be wireless signal, the fan noise is not going to be a big deal, because the mic is away from the source of the fan here. So they're going to have a clean recording. And if they are sending it over HDMI or SDI, the fan is not going to be an issue. To me, it's not going to be an issue, except that if you're going to use this in your studio and this monitor is going to be close to your microphone, that could be an issue. But now I don't know, with the way I'm talking right now, if my voice is going to overpower the fan. That would be a good thing. But if the fan still noticeable while I'm talking, then that is not a good thing. That may not be something you want to use in your studio if your voice cannot overpower the fan. All right. So as you can see on this one, there is no button. It's not even touch screen. It's unusable right now, except for monitoring. You can't control anything on it. And the only way you can control or have access to this panel is going to be that you download the app. But I don't think I'm a fan of the app, so that is where this one comes in. So this is another accessory that you will have to buy if you want to use this. I mean, if you are buying the Neon right now, there's a possibility you're going to get this control free of charge, because I believe customer complains a lot about this monitor not having any touch screen or any button to access the panel. Maybe that is the reason why Atomos came out with this control panel to work with this Neon. I get mine for free. If you are buying this separate, it's going to cost you $3.99, but I get mine for free with the purchase of this. So, and that's what I'm going to be using with it. According to what I have on my screen, the Atomos Neon 17 inches is going for $2,500 US dollars, but you're going to get the control with it for free. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using with this. This is the control. It came in this nice box. So this is the control. So this is what you're going to use with it to make any control. But right now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Nothing is working. Alright guys, so this is going to be the second part of the video, or maybe I should say the continuation of this video. But I don't just want to make the review to be in two parts. So I decided to wait a little bit, not to release my first recording. I want to bring this back to you with my user experience. So it's not just going to be me telling you how the build quality is, but I just want to give my opinion also based on my usability of this device. So this is the Atomos Neon 17 inches monitor. This is a feed monitor, SDR, HDR, and to top it all, you know, this can also record in 4K, 60p, and that's the beauty of it. If you're going to use this device with this brick, because I call this brick is heavy, you have to do the update first. If you do not have the latest firmware on this device, even if you plug this, it's not going to work. So get that straight. But like I said, let me show you this one quickly. If you look at the back from right here, okay, there is a mic input, you have your headphone output, and you have remote. The remote area is where you're going to plug this, okay? You plug it to the remote area like so. Once you have that plug like that, you'll be good to go, you should be fine. And that should be it. All right, so now, as you can see, the BBRC is working fine now as I plug it, but before it's not going to work because I don't have the update done. But now that I did the update, it's working fine. Right now, this is the screen, and we have all this information on the monitor. All the information, you can turn them on and off by using this on, off. You can turn them on and off. And before we dive into that, I just want to give you some of the spec, all right? And I'm not going to do a lot on this thing. All you have to know that this is a 17 inches monitor and recorder. Also, there's a 24 inches of this, and those that are higher than 24, I think they cancel them. They're no more in production. I'm not sure, but on their website now, I only see of the 17 inches and 24 inches. I believe they have 55 inches, and I believe they have 32 inches, but I'm not sure if those are still in production or not. But on this, on my table, I have the 17 inches. The weight of the monitor is 4.5 kilogram, which is going to be 9.92 pounds. This thing weighs a little bit. It's built like a tank. This is going to take a lot of abuse. I can guarantee you that. The body is aluminum alloy chassis, okay? They are really durable. Let me see, there's a cooling fan. It's active always. The power is going to be 19 volt, 180 watts. This is display. Touch screen. This is not a touch screen. All right, there's no touch screen on this. And I'm going to let you know that being touch screen, there's a positive to it and there's a negative to it, which I'll get to later. Like I say, 16.5 inches, the size. Resolution is 1920 by 1080p, 16.9. The view angle is 180-degree view angle, plus or minus 180-degree, 142 ppi. The depth is 10 bit, but not original like full 10 bit. This 8 bit plus 2 FRC. Alright. Backlight is dynamic full array local dimming and 128 zone. Okay, we have brightness of 1000 nit, and the black level is on it, and all and all like that. Those are the things I want to show you. This supports 3D LUTs, and yes, this is modular, and you can record 4K 60p on this device. So now let's get to my own view. Whatever I've been showing from the spec sheet now is Atomos view. Those are what they claim. But now from my own point of view and my own usability, I'm going to tell you point blank that I like the monitor. I've been thinking about returning it, but I find it difficult to return because most of the drawback that I come to encounter on this is not enough for me to send it back when I have to weigh the price compared to what I'm getting from this. I really can't justify why I have to return it. To the first thing that I don't like about this, we talk about what I don't like, and maybe that can give you the clear scope of the whole thing. One thing that's kind of annoying me about this device is the fact that it's not a touch screen. All right, I have a lot of Atomos products. I'm recording on my Shogun Flame right now, and I love the monitor. I really like it so much. It's a monitor also, and it's also a recorder. And that's what pushed me to go for this 17 inches. I mean, I like it. But I was so disappointed that it's not a touch screen. And for me, and the reason why I said, and this is one of the reasons why I said I don't just want to give you an information based on what people are saying online. I want to give you information based on my own experience and usability with this thing. But later I realized that the touchscreen is not a big deal to me, because sometimes this monitor can be a little bit far away from me, and I'm not just going to go there if I have to adjust anything, And this is why I say that it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. And later, after a few use of this monitor, I realized that not being a touchscreen actually kind of give me a little bit of benefit. Even though if it's a touchscreen, it's still going to be good with the app, okay? But now, the good side is that you are forced not to touch the screen, all right? If you're using it already, touching the screen will be something you're not going to do, which can prolong the life of the screen, which is going to help you with fingerprint. You don't have to touch the screen, so that will eliminate the fingerprinting on your screen. That's the first thing, which I believe is a positive. And to some people, that could be a negative, okay? It could be a negative, but for me, I realized that the app is good enough for me, so I don't have much complaint about the app anymore. I'm going to, show you the app. Please, before you connect the app, be sure that your phone Bluetooth is on, okay? Once you have your phone Bluetooth on, like so, now you go back to the app. Once you go to the app, then you just go to the Neon, and so you choose the Neon, right? Once you choose the Neon, you look at the back. This thing is saying that you should tap the power button twice, and you go to the module power, you press that one once, and now you go to search. You should be able to get what you need. So I'm going to do this 1, 2, once, then you do search, and that should give you the Neon, okay? You see, now it's going to give me this code, all right? Then you accept the code, and boom, now you have the app working. Like I said, you tap the power button on the screen twice, and the module power, you press that one once. Once you do that, then you come to the app and you press the search and you'll be good to go. But just be sure you choose Neon before you do so. And this is the app. It gives you everything that you need to control the function of this thing. At the bottom right here, you have your record, you have play button, and you have your display button. Overlay, the overlay is the display, which you have here. I can turn it on and off the overlay. I can do it on, off. You see the overlay right there. So you have every functions that you need on the app. Okay. Now, I like the app, and I will also want Atomos to, I like the app. I can have the monitor far away from me. I don't have to go there. I can just control all I need to control from the phone, which is a good thing. The second thing is that I don't have to touch the screen. That will eliminate fingerprint or any other thing, which to some people like me, I embrace it and I like it. But to some people, they just want the functions on the screen to be able to be a touchable function, which I understand. To them, it's a deal breaker for them, but for me, I don't see it as a deal breaker, okay? I can live with it, all right? In as much I have access to the functions, I can live with it. I don't see that to be a big deal. And also, you have the BBRC to use if your phone is not available. But the problem is that Atomos actually disabled the function on the BBRC, which I would like them to bring back. Because sometimes you may be using your phone for something else. I would like that function to come back to the BBRC. Or if possible, I would like that this is a touch screen. If it is possible for Atomos to do, I would love this to be a touch screen. But if it's not possible, it's not a big deal. I use my phone or the BBRCU, fine. Most monitor of this size actually will have buttons built in here. But this monitor is modular, and probably that may be the reason why it is not touch screen. And being modular, talking about that can give you more functions through add-on just because it's modular. So I'm still hoping that there's going to be a lot you're going to get out of this monitor if you are buying it in the near future. There's going to be functions that may be coming on this monitor. So there's going to be win-win, but like I said, if you're on the fence looking at this monitor, if touchscreen is not going to be a big deal to you, I would gladly say that you will not regret buying it. But if touchscreen is a must, then this is not the monitor for you. All right. So guys, that's going to be my submission on the Atomos Neon. To me, I would say that it's a nice monitor, well made. Okay, I'm really happy with it. I like it, and I'm going to keep it. It's going to be the best right now that you can buy with the price, with the recording capability. This is a good monitor for you, and that's going to be my submission on this one. If you're enjoying this content, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, share it. And if you are not a subscriber, please do subscribe and press the notification button so that you can get another video that will be coming out from me. And that's going to be it on this one. Until next time, guys, stay blessed. Bye-bye.